Hey guys, welcome to Shattered Skull Studios. It's Raven Wolf. Sorry I haven't uploaded in the past 5 days. Uh, Went to SCG Con Houston with my buddies. Basically got a bunch of cards signed, talked to a bunch of Magic the Gathering artists, so that was fun. I also got one of my wisdom tooth pulled, so side of my face was swollen, hurt to talk. It still does. I just got examined to re-examined today. So yeah, I've just been dealing with a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so we're back in it with another deck list. This one's gonna be kind of a casual deck list. Doing some like stuff that I wish Wizards could have done more of with the Phyrexian sets. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. And if you enjoy my content, guys, please like and subscribe for more stuff in the future. Or just comment down below what you would like to add to the deck, stuff like that. And we're going to get into it. So for our commander, doing Omnath, Locust of All, Phyrexian Elemental. We don't lose mana that during mana phases. Instead, it just becomes black. And then being of a pre-combat main phase, if we look at the top cover library, reveal a card if it has 3 or more colored mana symbols in its cost. If we do, we get 3 mana of its colors, put in our hand. If you don't reveal it, put it into your hand. So mostly it's just an extra card in our hand that we're gonna be revealing. Going to our Planeswalkers, we have a Johnny Sleeper Agent. Mostly for him, it's going to be the +1 reveal top card of your library. If it's a creature Planeswalker, put in your hand. Otherwise, put it on the bottom. So, yeah, mostly it's just going to be trying to reveal the top card of your library to get more creatures out. And then the -6 is a win con with this deck, but it's Like, nobody's going to let you get him to 6. Vrathgal Betrayal Sting. We're going to be using her 0 to draw a card and lose a life, proliferate. The -2 is sort of removal. And then we have -9 if a player has fewer than 9 poison counters. They get put up to 9 poison counters. So that's another win con with us. But mostly it's going to be doing like the 0 and the -2 and the Johnny +1 is mostly what they're here for. Going to our creatures, we have Armored Scrap Gorger, who is a mana dork that can get big, that can become a 3/3 and is Graveyard Hate. Trax is here to proliferate our oil counters, because come tapped, and if exile a card, put an oil counter on it. Atraxis Skitterfang, oil counters, and then we can remove it, and it gets a keyword ability. Burmaz, when we cast a Phyrexian creature artifact creature spell, we incubate X, where X is the mana value. So we're going to be making Lolar Phyrexians. And then, beginning of our end step, if Phyrexian died, we proliferate. Kaith, we're going to be hopefully making copies of our Phyrexian tokens or proliferating the counters, and especially the oil counters. Charforger, whenever another creature artifact you control is put in a graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on it. We can remove 3 oil counters from it to exile top cover our library, and we can play it this turn. That goes well with the Johnny if we just keep the thing on top. Chrome Host Sea Shark. We have a bunch of non-creature stuff in the deck, so we're going to be incubating those. Cuspo Gear Hulk is just card advantage. Crystalline Crawler, with enough proliferating stuff we have in the deck, it's going to be making us mana. Dreamtide Well for proliferating oil counters and stuff like that. Elish Norn, mostly it's to flip her over to a board wipe. So we're going to blow up everything except Phyrexians. But also, if our opponents are like Blasphemous acting our board, they can lose life too. Elish Norn Mother Machines, we're going to double our ETBs and turn off our opponents. Elvish Vat Keeper, when enters, we incubate 2, and we can pay 5 mana to flip one of our tokens. Evolution Sage for the proliferation. Felon of the Third Path, just so we can make copies of certain artifact creatures from our graveyard. Flux Channeler for more proliferation. Glissa is going to give all of our Phyrexians first strike death touch, or she can transform all of our stuff, or we can incubate twice. So good versatility for her. Glistener Seer is a good way to go with our Johnny. Ichor Plate Golem goes well with all of our oil counter stuff. Gigataxis, it's just card advantage. Godotha Cackler, it's just going to be a big trample thing. Mercurial Spell Dancer can't be blocked, and when we cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. When it deals combat damage to a player, we can remove 2 oil counters from it. If we do, our next instant sorcery gets copied. Metastatic Evangel for proliferation. Miglaw's Main Crusher, mostly it's going to be the removal of target artifact or enchantment. Necrosquito, it's just going to be a flyer that gets bigger over time, hopefully. Norn's Inquisitor, whenever we flip permanents into Phyrexians, we put 1 counter on them. Ramos Dragon Engine is going to be a mana rock. Serum Core Chimera is going to be card advantage, and it's going to be removal, hopefully, for creatures and planeswalkers. Shieldred is removal, and it flips up into a Rise of the Dark Realms that also hand hates our opponents. Shieldred Whispering Run is good removal for our opponent's creatures, and we get to reanimate things. Tainted Observer for the proliferation. Urbrask Anointer is going to be like a burn spell. Urbrask Hidden gives our stuff haste, slows our opponent's stuff down. And Voraclex to double our oil counters and to half our opponents. Alright, for sorceries, we have Contentious Plan, which is Proliferate, draw a card. Drowning Ichor or Icor for a removal spell and proliferates. Villainous Wealth is just going to be a fun card to dump our mana from Omnath into. Assimilate Essence is a counterspell that incubates. Atomize for removal. Broker's Confluence for proliferation, protecting one of our board, or countering a spell, or countering an ability. Dawn's Truce, free from flesh, puts all counters on things and buffs it. Mutational Advantage protects our board. Return the Favor is a very versatile spell. I really like this spell. Volt Charge is hopefully removal and proliferate. For artifacts, of course, we have Arcane Signet. Argent Deus is removal. Coalition Relic for mana. Commander Sphere. Contagion Clasp for proliferation and removal. Contagion Engine is also removal. Font of Progress. We can put oil counters on it, and we can start milling people. Furnace Skull Bomb. We can put oil counters on stuff. Glistening Fear for proliferation, ETB. And some mana rock. Incubation Sac. Makes us some tokens. Norn's Wellspring. Card advantage. Realm Breaker. The Invasion Tree will get us all of our Predators, or we can go steal an opponent's lands. Soul Ring. Staff of Completion for proliferate. Card draw. Makes mana. Tablet of Completion is card draw and mana. Urbrask's Forge is going to be making a big trampler dude every turn. Vat of Rebirth is going to be card advantage, or not card advantage, gets us graveyard recursion. For enchantments, we have Blighted Burgeoning, incubates and makes one of our lands tap for mana. And we have Cathar's Crusade to put counters on all our stuff as kind of a win con. For lands, the lands are going to be the most expensive part of the deck. We have Bloodstained Mire, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, 3 Forests, Indatha Triome, Islands, Jetmir's Garden, Karn's Bastion, Ketria Triome, Misty Rainforest, Mountain, Plains, both times 3, Fiend's Tower, Rogron Triome, Scalding Tarn, Spar's Headquarters, 3 Swamps, Verdant Catacombs, Windswept Heath, Xander's Lounge, Zagoth Triome, and Azeator's Proving Ground. A lot of our lands come into play tapped, but with our fetch lands, it's not really going to matter. I don't have a lot of life gain in the deck, so, like, we're going to be losing a lot of life this game, so it's more, like I said, this is a very casual deck. Like, a 1-win con is Villainous Wealth, or a Johnny, or Vraska. But those are, like, very low. Like, this is mostly a bracket 2. Yeah, this is a bracket 2 deck with the new Wizards bracket system. But of course, we are going to go in play test. What is with that hand? Mulligan that. I don't want to mulligan this, but we kind of have to. We're not getting lands. You know what? We'll keep it. We'll draw for turn 1. Verdant Catacombs, and we need to go get one of the Triomes. Blue and white. We need as far as Headquarters. Alright. Our Headquarters. Boom. Next turn, we could just put down Azeator's Proving Ground and play tapped. Next turn, Fiend's Tower and play tapped. Argent Deus has 2 counters. Next turn, we'll do Flux Channeler. Savai Triome. Next turn, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Karn's Bastion. We'll go ahead and cast with the U2. Or we could just do Omnath. Yeah, we'll do losing 2 life. Cast Omnath. And then we'll tap 1 for 1 black mana that we have. Here, we'll put a counter on them that says that's our black mana. Turn 6, as you see, we're not really doing a lot. Casual deck. So we'll do this. We'll do that. We're going to cast Contentious Plan. So we proliferate, adding a counter. Proliferate, add a counter. We draw a card. It's not a land. I'm kind of sad. We still have 4 mana. So we'll just cast Atomize, proliferating twice, and killing an opponent's thing. Turn 7. We'll do Atraxa. We could have also done that. Oh yeah, and that, yeah, so, yeah, we have German Core, so let's go again and restart. We'll keep this hand, we'll draw. Put in Ketria Triumph and play tapped. Next turn, Swamp for an Arcane Signet. Next turn, Commander Sphere, Verdant Catacombs, losing life, crack. Let's go get Sparrow's Headquarters again. Because I think Catch returns for 5. Yep. So we have all of our colors. So there you go. That's turn 3. Next turn, Xander's Lounge, cast Omnath 1 turn ahead. That's funny, I think. Next turn. Alright. So we have mana. We don't have a lot to do with it. So we could do tap 1 for Furnace Skull Bomb. It has a oil counter on it. Then we could 1, 2, 3 mana for a Tainted Observer. That has Toxic, so it's kind of scary. That's another win con we could do. And we'll end return. During our opponent's turns, we'll tap 2 mana. So we have 2 black mana on our turns. Next turn, we draw. Going our pre-combat main phase, we got to check our library. We may reveal it. Alright, if you don't reveal it, put it into your hands. No matter what, we have extra card advantage, so it's actually not bad. So we'll tap for 1 white and 1 blue, and we'll remove both of our black mana from our mana pool. We'll do Metastatic first, tapping the 2 to proliferate. Adds a counter. And then Mercurian Spelldancer. To add a counter? Oh, it doesn't. So we're wasting time here. Because this does not have oil counters. Okay. So several do this. Miglov, paying the 2. So he's going to enter with 6 counters. There you go. Enters battlefield, proliferates. Oh, wait, I also had more mana. So we could have done this first. So that way we'll be tapped out. And then proliferate again. So we'll have 7 counters. Next turn, reveal the top. Goes to our hand. So player lands. And we'll do black. Black. 1, 2, 3, 4. For Vraska. And then we'll add a little to counter because we're going to proliferate. Add a counter. And we proliferate again. And then we draw a card and we lose a life. We've already played land this turn, so that doesn't matter. We'll go to our opponent's turn, add a black mana. So this turn we have an extra black mana on our mana pool. Yeah, reveal the top. So Shieldred. I'd go ahead and just cast Shieldred at that point, but it comes in play tapped. We need to start removing stuff from the board. We're going to start proliferating. Yeah. Let's go one more time just to show off the deck. Not bad. We'll draw. So Sparrow's Headquarters. Next turn, Zagoth Triome. Next turn, sure. Plains, cast Blighted Burgeoning. And I think we incubate 2. There we go. And we can pay 2 and transform it. Next turn, Islands. cast Omnath. Still casting him on a kind of earlier curve. Reveal. Goes to our hand. So you go here. And then we're going to cast Atraxa. And then we're going to flip over our Phyrexian to be a 2/2. And then we could go to combat if we want to, but instead we're going to end our turn, add a counter. Next turn. Cast. We don't have mana. This is upsetting. So we'll do Soul Ring. Tap. Tap. Or why would we do that? Soul Ring. Then we'll tap. It's 3 for 5 mana. No, that's 4, 5 mana. Cathar's Crusade. Now we're just going to start putting counters on all of our stuff. Also forgot to reveal. Cool, it's not 3 counter. There's not 3 different mana symbols. Which is fine. We can enter end step. Now we have a 4/4 Phyrexian. Next turn. North's Wellspring. It's decent for card draw. So we want to cast Urabrask. Then she's 5. Could cast it differently. So, because all we need is 9 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we don't have enough mana. So we'll say we tapped like an extra green over here. And then we tap this and this for Miglaws. Miglaws enters the battlefield with 5 counters. And on cast, we incubate 3. There we go. Oh, it enters the battlefield. You get a counter. You get a counter. You get a counter. Then he enters the battlefield. Then, no, he got a counter. So you get a counter. Then everybody else gets 2. So all my guys are big, except this has different kinds of counters, which is weird. Then we go to end step, and we're going to proliferate all of our stuff again. So yeah, this is the oil/incubate Phyrexian tribal deck. But it's the tribal deck without it being super toxic. Again, we have 3 win cons in the deck. And they take a while to get to because you need a bunch of mana for this to even work. Which the commander can kind of help, but yeah. And it's only going to be as good as the opponent's deck. So, yeah guys, I do hope y'all enjoy everything. Take it easy, and I'll see y'all guys again next time. Bye-bye.